am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Boom, check it out, I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. JS representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.
Good morning, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. It is good to be here after all that we endured last night. It's good to be up and be around again for another day. Yep. So big up to all of you, everyone out there watching, tuning in at this time. I am Manning this man, and this is I Am Sure Sports. And today we're going to look back at the U20 game last night and also look forward to the game that they have on Wednesday that they need. Our U20 boys need a point from that game to qualify for the round of 16, right? So we're going to discuss that, but also starting a new thing on the channel. Which is I'm going to be doing a series of like top 10s, all right? And what that means is very simple. I'm going to give you some top 10 things in sports across Jamaica, sportsmen and sportswomen. Now, none of these things are set in stone. It is just my humble opinion, my humble take, and I would love to get some feedback from some of you or some recommendations as we go through this. So we're going to look like top 10 goalkeepers or top 10 center forward, top 10 defenders. We'll look at those who play locally and we'll look at those who play their trade, because I think we have to have two categories, because there are some Jamaican players who never played locally, so we would not have seen them, but they have very, very good careers outside of Jamaica. And we want to, give credit to those players as well. All right. We're also going to be looking at the, the JPL games last night. Those are the what you call the quarterfinal games, and there were two of them. Both games ended in draws. All right, the first game between the men from the East, Harborview and Arnett Gardens, ended in a 1-1 score line. I think Harborview had the opportunity to go into the second leg leading, but they missed some opportunities. That's my opinion of the game. Didn't think Arnett Garden looked the same without Cephas being there. So we're going to talk about that as well. Also, let me just do this as well. I say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video. They're Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy for all your personal insurance need in Canada and the USA. Visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-989-0782. Also, a big thank you to Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. Prestige Finance located in Linstead, St. Catherine. Yes, that's where they are. And at Prestige Finance, they will give you a loan of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. Wow. Guess what, people? And there is no processing fee, same day processing, and only 0 to 4% interest rate. All right. So, yep. So let's get into this. Let me give you some details firstly about the JPL games. Again, thank you to everyone for joining the stream. Parky, bless up. You understand me? Respect. Christopher Hill, Dapper Agent, Ryan LFC, blessings, brother. Yeah, man. Doing well, Ryan. I know you're on the work. Tune into a couple of the videos I did this morning. Good stuff. You understand me? Ukel Mullins, bless ups and greetings to you as well. So, in last night games, right? Last night games, a couple of things happened. One, in terms of the game, one of the things that happened is that I think Harborview, this is a JPL game, I think Harborview did exceptionally well. I never expected them to look the way they did, but I would say they had the ascendancy for most of the game, and given the chances that were created, they could have won that game. They didn't, and so it's a two legs, and so this could put them in problems going into the second round. All right. If you want to call in, you have to give me a little bit of time so we can get over. So we won't be accepting any calls until after the first 30 minutes, so we can get these things. All right. So what I'll do, I'll call you if you call in, but we're not accepting calls until after the first 30 minutes. That's how we normally do it, so we can get some of the things out there and set the precedence for where the show is going, and then we accept call. All right. So Harborview could have won that game and probably should have won that game. So they're going to the second leg now, where it's a must-win game, right? And that makes it difficult for them. Big up Military going as well. Balakar, holding his face, don't know why. Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Yeah, Lloyd O'Connor, welcome to the show. Thank you so much, right? So that's Harborview right there. Should have defeated Arnett Gardens. I think they had the better of the game. They didn't. The Mount Pleasant Cavaliers game, I think, was more balanced in terms of play. I think Ladale Ritchie made some errors in the early part of the game, but they got into the game, and I think the passing was better in this game than in the first game, though again it ended 0-0. Both teams were unable to score. The first game had 2 goals. Marlon Allen, I think, scored a very good goal. I think Earl Simpson gave away the penalty, and I think he needs to watch his play. He was called up to the national team. I do expect a little better from him in terms of performance. With the U20 team, if you did not hear, we lost by 5-0. I don't think the scoreline is a true reflection of how the team started and played the game, in particular in the first half of the game. We were down to 10 men heading into the second half, and we were trying to get into the game, get back into the game, I think, instead of trying to, to minimize damage. That didn't work. Yeah. And so, yeah. So that didn't work. And so, guess what? We conceded 3 goals in the second half. Um, there weren't any like exceptionally standout players. But what we can say is that Chad James put himself in the hat to start in the next game. And I think we need to make some adjustment going into the Antigua game where we need a point. Now, if we get a point in that game and finish in 3rd position, which I think would not be bad, even if we win, we're possibly going to finish in 3rd because of the goal aggregate. When that happens, all right, we go to the round of 16. In the round of 16, the 2 teams that we'll possibly face is either Trinidad or Haiti. All right. Say we get past Trinidad and Haiti, the next team that we will face is possibly Panama in the quarterfinals. And if we say we beat Panama and get to the semifinals, the bracket that would come up against is Costa Rica if they get through. So when you look at that, you could say, well, let's wait and see how things go. All right. Antigua must win in order to advance. Jamaica just don't need to lose. So at least we can make it through. All right. There are many things. I make no excuses. At this level, I don't think like our national team should be getting 5 at any level, male or female. All right. But it happened. And I think the coach could have made some adjustment in the moments of the game. I think there could have been, possibly some adjustment to even the lineup. Be that as it may, if somebody were to say, listen, they gave him a failing grade, I would not come out and fight that. If they said, listen, the players were terrible for the most part in terms of their play, I wouldn't fight that. All right, that's good. That's okay. But I still believe that we have enough quality in the squad, given the preparation that we have. We were going to face some of these challenges, but we still have enough quality, I believe, to move forward. That's it. All right. I will say this. I cannot appreciate people who Jamaica wants a point and the next team wants a win. I can't appreciate a person who is a Jamaican and, we are not supposed to believe we're going to win. We're not supposed to believe that anything is going to happen or anything is going to change. I don't appreciate that kind of thinking. It is football and nothing is given. Canada lost a game. I've watched some Canadian content, and they are not like they talk about the play and said what the team should have done. I don't know, but it don't come across the same way to me as the Jamaicans do. St. Kitts got 10, and I have a Kittitian friend, and they said, hey, we got beaten by the USA. And the players will learn from this. But I almost feel like we can be very hard on our own. And all I'm saying is that the team lost. Let's have measured expectation going forward without being overly disrespectful to the U20 team. It is a quality team. Tyler Roberts is a quality player. Kanaya Boyce Clark is a quality player. Luke Badley Morgan is a quality player. Jamari Clark is a quality player. Zion Scarlett is a quality player. Kobe Thomas is a quality player. Chad James is a quality player. I still believe that there's quality in Duncan McKenzie. there's quality in Tyreek Xeminis, there's quality in Blake, there's quality in Bicknell, who hasn't been playing a lot, Jaden Anderson on the bench, there is quality in him. So I believe we have enough quality in the team to still move forward. All right? So that's it. And definitely we pray, we hope, you know, all things will work out. Now, I like to also take some of the comments that I get of and sometimes I'd call the person's name, but for the out of respect for them, I will not do that, right? This person says it is so pathetic listening to management searching for excuses to explain. And the other thing is that to explain Jamaica's inability to play football. Now, how am I going to agree with a person who says basically Jamaicans have an inability to play football? Leon Bailey is Jamaican, so I don't understand. Mikel Antonio is Jamaican, isn't he? So this kind of reasoning, Kaim Paris is Jamaican, Shamar Nicholson is Jamaican. So when we must not generalize. All right. So the person says it is so pathetic listening to management searching for excuse to explain Jamaica's inability to play football, talking about the pitch like saying the opponents were playing on a different pitch. Where in Jamaica do we have a pitch that is good? Stop it, man. The side is known damn good, or damn good. So that is their comment. So let me say, your opinion is not the fact. So your opinion is the team is not good. Other people believe otherwise. Other people believe that the team is good, but we have not had enough preparation time. And let me tell you this. I would like to speak with you because the reason why Manchester United or City does better on their field is because they play more games on it. So the surface that you play on, that you are accustomed to, it gives you an advantage, though both teams are playing on it. So, for example, many teams struggle when they come to Draxall because of the width of the Draxall field. There's a time, for example, when people would go to a ground called Frome in Westmoreland, and teams in Kingston always complained because they believed that the people in Westmoreland would get the field wet and they couldn't manage Reno on those surfaces. When Reno came to Kingston teams, they complained about the dirt on the field. That was not a problem for the people in Kingston. So to suggest that the field has nothing to do with how a team plays or doesn't give certain advantages. Yes, both teams played on it. It's not an excuse. The field was terrible. What you mean that the National Stadium is better than that field? Even when there is rain on the National Stadium, it doesn't look that way. So I don't understand. Come on, man. Talk about the game and be real. The National Stadium surface. I have not seen the National Stadium surface in recent years. Go back and watch when it rains heavily. Come on. All right, so that is it. The man who coached the Jamaica under 23 is the worst coach. The man who coached the Jamaica under 23 is the worst coach that ever caught Jamaica. Craig Simit, me always tell you, say, you always send me some message and me not understand them, brother. Somebody, please see if you can retype what Craig is saying, because me not understand what I say right there, sir. I don't know if he's talking about dating or if he's joking or he's serious. So somebody just explain that to me. Yeah, man, if Pearson start, we're going home because he's not a CDM. Never plays here at school or club, but the coach is playing him there. Totally understand that. Yeah, man, Whisper is a quality player, but he's not in the team, Balakar, so we can't talk about players who are not in the team right now about what they need to do and should do. You understand me? The players need to turn up on Wednesday. Definitely. I'm trying to get a message to them. He's not being diplomatic, but there's a place to be fair. King Jav, bless up, 1738, number 20 starting is a must. There, that's Chad James, should be. Balakar one. Yeah, it's his attitude. Man is on. Some people don't think the team is quality because they're favorite. Yeah, that's it. As long as their player is not there, the team is not quality. The team, there are good quality players in the team. The preparation of the Jamaican team. All of these teams got to 100 years before Jamaica, not making any excuses because the players made mistake on the field. They got there on Thursday, they played on Saturday, they rest on Sunday, they play on Monday. So it is a short turnaround. No excuses, right? No excuses. So I'm not sure I understand what Craig is saying. No disrespect. Those same people would find a lot of excuses should they play in the team, and we see the same result. Yep. How we spoke going overseas and scoring so much goals against Aston Villa and Man City, and nobody not signing. Listen, we're not going to go into this discussion about Whisper. Man, I blame the coach. It was wrong tactically. The field was a mud pit this time of the year. It rains a lot. Yeah. Listen, that's what I'm saying. That I think the coach need to put his hand up and say, I made some errors tactically, and I don't think he would, right? Playing the game was a calculate. There you go, Lido Connor. So for the persons who have been to Honduras before, you would understand that this is a ploy. This is a ploy. They did not put the Honduras team in there to play their zone games at their best surface. They play at the one that when it rains, this is how it looks. And there's a reason, and that's okay. That's what home teams are supposed to do. That's what home teams are supposed to do. People need to be careful of some players they are hyping up because the same ones will turn on him should he flop. Yep. Good point. Problem is not losing, but the coaching of these young players. Coaches need to protect players and make sound decision to build these players' confidence. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. Because a lot of these problems start in schoolboy football, so all of you who are local, you can stop this. It's very easy. Boycott all schoolboy games where the coaches are focused. All right, but I'll call you back. We're going to wait until the 30th minute. So here's what. So when schools are set up and you know that all you're trying to do is to win Manning Cup or the Costa Cup, boycott all the games. Do not support your school because they are not taking time, and encourage your schools that when the players are going to play Manning Cup, use some players who you have in the school from first form, even if you lose the competition. So when they leave school, right, if they want to be footballers, they learn the basics. Boycott the games. But here's what, we are not going to do that because we want our schools to win. No matter what, even at the expense of developing footballers. All right? Yeah, motivated players, guys. The draw is now in our favor. Excellent, Gina Tapper. Like it. That Anderson has known drainage system in place, so it holds all the water on it. There you go, Fresh God. You need to talk the truth. Nobody Logan players are not good. Come on downtown, man like you. Or zip up more zip up utility. You need to talk the truth. Nobody Logan local. No. Listen, somebody need to Craig, bet you try and call, brother. Come and understand. I really don't understand what you're saying, honestly. Because I don't know. Check the stuff. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I don't want to misread what you're trying to say. Say about Boza. Look on him now. Man, it was a mud pit. We chose the wrong tactic. Can't play short in mud. More direct passes. Yes, D. Thomas. Show the man them cause him not get pick side. Him young still. Okay. Replace court and cart. Coach. Oh, Lido Connor, just type it over for me, sir, and send it back so we can read it. All right, Lloyd. So just we can't, but I go. Just so just type it over. Player management is a problem for our coaching staff. What did Wister say on Instagram? Somebody can follow up that. Yep, long you have to adjust your tactics as a coach. Marcel didn't do that. All right. Management, I'm confused, bro. Why all wailing and gashing of teeth before the tournament? People kept harping on benefits of finishing third. We're on target. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I mean, people are saying all of a sudden the team is no good. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Central American and the Caribbean, it rains a lot, so CONCACAF should have known that and chose the best stadium to play in. True, true. All right, Craig Smith again. Is this a new one? You monies, you fail to tell the truth, but one day you'll die. The truth, you are a lion man who company YouTube and back to Jamaica. To Jamaica. Like, is this person Jamaican? All right, somebody retype this one again, because maybe he's not Jamaican. So he's not able to like translate from his native language to English. So somebody see if I can, because you money's money, you fail, you you fail to tell the truth, but one day you will die. The truth, you are a lion man who company YouTube. I am back to Jamaican Federation. So somebody need to help me out, right? Somebody, did you see when Bitnell came and how he tried to demand the ball and tried to take one touch and move? That's one of the thing the midfielders need to learn. All right, area sports on the ball. Man, is we fail to double team on the wings. Look how quickly they double team us on the wings. There you go. All right. Man, is as I said before, the difference between training and practice, and until our coaches know this, we won't get it right. Hope we don't lose this group. In this group again, I think that is saying, all right. Dr. Cross, yeah man, but a juvenile still he learned. Clearly just upset because him not get picked. Okay. We must be ready to play under muddy conditions on Wednesday. Things like having the right length studs help getting more crosses into the box work better than dribbling in those conditions. Good point, because I think Everton think there was too much dribbling in those conditions. Who we face in the next round if we come third? Trinidad. I think we're going to end up playing Trinidad in the next round if we go through. And if we beat Trinidad, we're going to play Panama, and so we'd avoid the USA and Mexico until the finals. Better nowhere in Jamaica do we play in these conditions. It's a shame. I can tell you this. Listen, I have gone. Games were supposed to be played, CONCACAF games, and they didn't allow it to be played. They had to change the venue. And that was on better surfaces, dry surfaces, because the grass was a little bit too high. So I find it very strange. I'm telling you, and this is something that needs to be looked at. It has nothing bearings on the game, but officiating, and I keep on telling people, and we don't pay attention to these things. Since that USA versus Jamaica game, where I think early in the game, Kemar Lawrence should have been red carded and he wasn't by the Caribbean referee. They have not put a Caribbean referee in a game where Jamaica plays. Yeah. So that Jamaica College is in the process of getting 5 U20 players from a tiny little nation. Apparently, these players are on 1-year scholarship to Jamaica College. Yeah. 5 St. Lucians a year going there. Again, is it about winning or developing players? I don't know. You understand me? And I think that is becoming a part of the problem. Yeah. Before next round, win the next match. All right. Yes, Miss. Yes, Sir Hill. Yeah, man, that is true. I don't like seriously. Like no disrespect to Craig, but I'm not understanding what he's saying. So if somebody can just explain that to me, I would read it over, because I am not understanding what he's saying. All right, and no disrespect is meant. I really not understanding what he's saying. So if somebody can explain, like if you can really like probably read it through, figure out what he's saying and then send it back, then I would have no problems in reading it. But in its present thing, I can't get it. All right. So if you want to call in now to talk about the Reggae Boys, the U20 game, you can call in. The lines are opened. And then once we do that, I'll move into the second part of the show. So remember, if we get a drawn result tomorrow, the good thing is that we'll be playing the first game on the field, which means the surf, even if it's the same surface, but the truth is that we get to play on it first because no game will be played on it today, right? So it is the same field it's going to be played on, but it's not going to be used today. Based on my no, it's going to be used today, so I don't know. But at least when we play the next game, we'll be playing the first game instead of the late game. So hopefully, it will dry out. I don't know, but this is, yeah, this is a problem because of how our team is structured. So the coach will have to look at a different strategy. Maybe use the Twin Towers. Maybe using Scarlett and Clark up front as well. Yeah, there are games on today, so I hope that they're probably going to play on the same field. So let's see. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah. So these are the field they're going to use. They're not going to change them at this time. So let me call back. I know a couple of persons were trying to get calls in. So let me see if I can call them and let them express their views. All right. So somebody please, Craig Simis, like no, if that is your current name, I'm not sure. Yeah, like I say, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. So if you could please just, you understand me, just say it again, then I am fine. Or retype it, look at it, see what you're trying to say, retype it, because I don't want to sound rude or anything, but I'm not understanding what you're saying. All right. So we had a couple of persons calling, so let me just begin to call them back.
Manners and respect the boss. What going now?
Yeah, man. Manners and respect.
Right? Yeah, man, me I hear you, man.
Yeah, man. What's going on,
Go on,
Balakar?
320.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Me not like what go on last night. Seeing first issue me have uh, with Christopher Pearson. I want to say this so everybody can hear and I comment. Christopher Pearson at Jamaica, future midfielder. Right, management? The youth have a knee injury where me think even if you not serious and our minor surgery need to do on it, you need to go and do it and rest the foot. If him not do it at the age of 23, he can't go play like no way out of Jamaica. You understand me, man? Is man that foot need to rest. He's
Okay.
not a defensive midfielder. Why play him a defensive midfielder? If the two other midfielders them better than him, you put him on the bench. You understand me?
Yes. So how
So
would you arrange your team for the last game? Who would be your ideal
well,
starting 11 for the game tomorrow?
Rochester out. So
Yes.
but I use the same back three with the left back when he come on in the first game.
The left back that came on in the first game is injured. He came on and he was Louis Watson, I think his name is. He came in and came back out. So he got substituted. So I doubt that he'll be available for tomorrow.
So we don't have no more left back then.
I don't know if there is any other left because late in the game it was Zion Scarlett that was playing left back.
So how him play left back?
Who played left back? Yeah, because the left
Zion
back
Scarlett.
because the left back that came on, Lewis Watson, got injured and came
No,
out.
me just say I say how him look like if he can play back, did it?
Well, I think it was, like 5 minutes. He looked okay. But he's a center forward, but he played there for around 5 minutes of the game. So I don't know if that is probably the best way to judge him.
Oh, no, me never tell you the truth, man, is man. You see when the first half done, me no watch but no more game,
Okay.
Because I'll tell you, the second goal, the goal that Rochester get red card for, Christopher Pierce to cast that. You tell me Christopher Pierce to go for buck one ball, man. You're in an opponent half. And you see say a one man there on a back. What you do as a defensive midfielder to just hold on for the man and fall the man in a half?
Yeah.
You understand my man, man?
Yeah.
And Jimenez never played good.
So give me
Jimenez
a start. Give me a starting 11 because here's the thing.
As what me say.
Yeah.
As what me say, the same back three, but me don't, as I say, Zion Scarlett come on and play a left back. So I'll use Big Nell.
So we same back three you're talking because you're talking
the same back three with Scarlett.
With Scarlett?
We're playing 4 back.
Oh yeah.
Then yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna play Scarlett at left back?
Yeah.
Okay.
One player I'm going to take out at the starting. 2 players I'm going to take out at the starting 11.
Yes, who?
I'm going to take out Christopher Pierce. So
yeah.
I'm putting Big Nell.
Put in Big Nell, yes.
Yeah. And the two midfielder them will start at a Duncan McKenzie.
Yes.
And the next baller, we'll play 2 of them. Davante Campbell, we'll use him. We'll use Clark up front. And we'll put in the 20. I don't know his name, but the one that come on that first game.
Chad James. So you're going to drop Tyler Roberts?
Yes.
All right. I don't agree with you still, but that is your pick.
Okay, so you're keeping Tyler Roberts and take out who?
I would take out Devontae Clark for this game and put Chad James over there. Devontae Campbell, yeah, and put Chad James over there. I'd remove Pearson for this game, and put in
Big Nell.
So what I'd do, I would remove 2 of the midfielders and put in.
Okay.
I would put in Big Nell and Malachi Douglas to start the game.
Oh, so who you want to start? Duncan McKenzie and Christopher Pierce?
I would start Duncan over Kobe at the beginning of the game and see how it goes.
They look like a real quality ball right now. Can use him 2 foot.
Who is that?
McKenzie, man.
Okay, I think he's very left. I think he's very left-sided though.
Oh. So I just alright, you say that take out Devontae Campbell that I feel. Nah, me not troubling danger man for the team. I make him stay.
Okay, and I know you want to change him Balakar, but all right, we have a couple more Balakar. But talk say time. We have a next very interesting topic coming up, and I'm very sure that you're going to call in and give your thoughts on it. But let's complete the under 20 thing in the next 21 minutes, and then we get to that. All right.
Yeah, man. Come leave you call him about the Mount Pleasant game,
All right then. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Because Stuart need to work on his craft some more. I like his style, but need to work on his craft some more,
All right then, Balakar.
Man, this brother named Mr. Cross in the comment section.
Yeah, go on.
He used to go where?
Go and take him on it.
He used to go a firm court or what, somewhere like that.
Yes.
So school, no man, them school can be Cedric Titus be general.
Go and talk to him in the comment section.
Yeah, man.
All right then.
But they are going to watch the show, man.
Yeah, but all right. Respect Balakar. Thanks for the support. Yeah, man. All right then. All right. So let's take a next one. I think we have a next caller. Let me get some of this. Big up Dre. How about you? Missed out last night. wondering how many players are being used on the left side. Not sure players are at the position in which I think they can excel. Our finishing and defensive naivety let us down. Mannings, why you leave Zimenez on your starting lineup? Me say let me, so me don't, me don't reach down there. So yeah, come on, don't try to do that for agent. Devontae right wing, Chad on the left wing. Okay, all right, go ahead, caller. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Sorry about that.
Yeah, bless up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Blessing.
blessing.
Be a blessing. Yeah, man.
Alright. So, you know, when you see the national team, any Jamaican national team possessing the ball and knocking around the football, making more than 5, 6, 7 passes, I am impressed. I must say that after the bat, I am impressed with how we possess the ball. The pitch was horrendous, but let's face it, Honduras played on the same pitch, right? And I last night when we were watching the game, you made a good point. Were we prepared in terms of the right cleat for that surface? You understand?
Yeah.
Because our players were tumbling over more than the Hondurans. So, they probably were prepared in terms of the weather.
Yeah, like probably have longer studs.
Yes. You can see, our players were falling over like easily. But in terms of personnel, I after the game against Costa Rica, I was there like just running the game through my head, and I was thinking, if I had a number to call Pearson and Zimenez, and especially those two players, these are national invitees and national players. And you're playing at your level. You're stepping down, and
you have to stand out. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to stand out. Yep.
Yeah, man. You can't be a national. That's why I'm manning. I heard, I have to respect, because I hear a lot of time. I hear you say one thing with the local players. The moment you hear them, they're national players. The community start big them up. Yeah, man, a national man is yeah. And then it gets in his head now, and he starts walking like
You can't talk to them anymore. That's what I keep telling people. All of a sudden, any man who get called, I'll get called for got training, Them go train with the team, then they even met the squad. When they go back to them company, them school, I national that, wow, go on, national bread.
Exactly, and we don't have the personnel around them, obviously, to say, hey, bro, chill. Like, this is the platform. This is the under 20. When you play for the national reggae boys team, your chance of scout seeing you is a little bit slim. You see, when you're at this level, this is where scouts sit and come. You may not know that there's a scout in the stand, but there's a scout in the stand or watching on television looking at you. Now you're a national and a national player. Zimenez, they're going to look at you, and when they see the quality, they're going to say, look at this guy at 17, national player, really putting out. He's been a disgrace. Pearson, I am not going to blame Pearson that much, I think Pearson is playing out of position. Pearson isn't the holding midfielder that Jamaica that we wanted there. He's not a CDM. And we realized yesterday, even though Jamaica is possessing the ball, the moment the Honduran come at us, the hole was middle. It was empty, like right in that space.
You can't play in those. You cannot play in those conditions and don't have a ball winner in midfield because people are going to slip. The ball is going to stop. Sometimes it's going to hit some places and go faster. You have to have a person who can break up tackles. I think our midfield was, and this is why I'm saying for this game, I would say a lot of the blame must be on the coach. Right? Some players didn't stand out, but I'd say the coach needs to take some of the blame. Yeah, we can talk about the field. I also believe that the players don't have I could be wrong, and maybe somebody from the JFF can address this. But for some reason, I don't think we went there with the kind of footwear to play in these conditions. And so whatever went for dry condition, it is what we are using. I don't know if that makes any major difference, but that is my giving away. And this is from the first game when the field was a little wet. The same thing was happening. They were sliding.
Exactly. That's a valid point. That's a valid point because if we can have problem with getting the players to Honduras, it can be argued that hey, in terms of cleats and stuff like that, they probably don't have the best one. But all right. So I take out Campbell. I mean, he's a live wire, but I take out Campbell, and I'm gonna put in the number 20, Chad James.
Yes.
Roberts, I'm gonna keep that guy. That boy is very good.
You know what I do
that
though?
Boy is very good.
You know, I'd put Roberts at right back. I would rest my starting 11 is I'd move Devontae Campbell to the right side and put Tyler Roberts at right back and just give Zemeniz, he has had 2 bad games, put him on the bench just for this game. That's what I would do. Just listen. Because Tyler Roberts actually plays right back at Wolves.
Oh.
So he can play right back.
Oh. Well, that's an option that they could. And I think Devontae, the thing with Devontae on the left is that Devontae is not good with his left foot. He's not sure. So the moment Devontae go on the left side, he has to cut back on the right foot. And I don't think that is helping him. When he played with Mount Pleasant, Devontae play on the right side and he just whipping the cross or try attack. The thing, all right, Fuzzy has to take some blame, right? And the thing is, organized, like the team is organized, but not. We don't penetrate a lot. And yesterday, when the game was playing on, 25 minutes in the game, Clark got the ball up to him about 5-6 times, and he was holding up the ball beautifully. All of a sudden, we stopped going to Clark and start going wide, and our crosses were all over the place. And I think what Fuzzy needs to do, because this game against Antigua, we can't take them lightly. They hold off Costa Rica until about somewhere in the second half.
Yeah.
This is like a Caribbean, this is a rival with a Caribbean team. I mean, in fact, if they win, they probably go to the, I think 3 teams is going to, right? So 3 teams.
Yeah, 3 teams. So man, 3 teams go through. So all we need, if we don't lose the game, we are through. If we don't lose against Antigua, because Antigua needs to win to qualify, we need a draw to qualify.
Right.
That's how we're going to the final game tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. And I end with this, Manning. JFF, right? We're in a rebuilding mode in terms of the national team. And a lot of time we go to England and we try to get a 28-year-old or a 29-year-old to fit in the team 2 months or even the qualifier. Right now, we have some English-based under 20 players who commit themselves to come and play for us, regardless of the circumstances. Our backup keepers, Jaden White and Amal Knight, okay, they're okay. But this guy, this youth in the goal, is a promising goalkeeper. At 6'3", I think he can be Blake's backup at 18. Also, the youth, Jamari Clark or whatever, listen to me, we can't wait until this guy reach 23 and 24 when we haven't called him up for the next 2 years. Then all of a sudden, he's in the Premier League and we're like, hey, come on play. No, I think now is the time to invite him. Let him rub shoulders with the national team. This is also good for his contract at clubs, and it's almost like we will be promoting him in a sense. So let's use this opportunity and build a team with these few good players in the under 20. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no man, I've said that. I've said that he the next time we call up a national team for a friendly, he should be in it. I think I'd love to see Paul Hall work with him. In fact, for the U20 team, I would say that Blake needs to play CDM if the other centre back is good. I think they need to find a way of putting like even Blake in a system where he's going to develop, because he could be one for CDM in the future. All right. So I do agree with you. I do agree with you. That is something to look at. I know somebody also said, why is Campbell still starting? Remember, because I'm going to move Zeminis, because I'm going to rest Zeminis. Two poor games. I would remove him and put Tyler Roberts at right back. So who am I going to play on the right side? I would say that I'd put Campbell there just because I want pace on both sides, because really and truly, he has not been given the opportunity to play on the right side. So if I have him and Tyler Roberts there, because he has also played in a back, he has also played right back in a right wing back in a back three for Mount Pleasant. So there are times when Tyler Roberts can go forward and Campbell, I'd love to see both of them on the same side of the field to see. That's the only reason why. And then on the other side, a lot of pace. Yeah. There you go. And he comes back a whole lot, which I think could help Tyler, just to see how it works for this game. But if somebody also said, listen, I'm going to bench him, I wouldn't argue with that or argue about that.
Well, that's management. One last one. This Chad James youth. Can you give us some information? Well, can you give me some information on where did he develop? Jamaica?
No, he's in the United States.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen to me. That kid is very confident. Every time that he come on the park, he changes the game in a sense.
Yeah.
All right, man. Bless up yourself.
Yeah, man. All right. Be a blessing. All right. So there you go. Yeah. All right. Sir Hill, you need to call in and share with us your thoughts, you know. Big up, Sir Hill. Has been a guest on the show a couple of times with me. Yeah. So that's what I would do. I would try Tyler at right back because I want to give Zeminis. In fact, you know what is funny? Zeminis play better when he plays higher up the field. All right. That is why for this game I would rest him. Right. The other issue I have is the cards that the players have, because you don't want them to get card and then miss the round of 16. So that must be managed as well. All right. His job is to give service to the forward, and he has not done that, Sean. The sub both games have been better. 15 was also better. Only Blake and Pearson have made any passes into the forward. Yes, caller. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Yes, caller. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. You have to turn off what you're listening in the background. Who is this? Platinum Porridge?
Yeah. Is it Mr. Henry? Coach Henry.
Coach Henry. Oh, sorry, we can't call you Platinum again. Coach Henry. How you doing?
That's too bad to give him that chance.
Yeah, well, blessing. You're live on the show, and what say you about the game? What?
No, I'm just talking about the youth 14.
The U14?
Yeah.
Oh, the finals are when?
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday is the final. And who are this is the Urban Era under 14 competition. Who are the teams Yeah, man, who are the teams in the final, and where will it be played?
The Glenmere team versus
the Mannings team, man.
Mannings.
Yeah, man, you don't know, say Mannings take that with ease, man. See them, man. You see me have on the Mannings shirt. Come on, now, man.
Yeah, man, I said, man, football talk.
Yeah.
My dream is to play against Mannings.
Your dream is to play against Mannings? And which team is your team? Glenmere?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, so you are the goalkeeper.
Glenmere.
You are the goalkeeper coach at Glenmere.
Yes, I'm a goalkeeper hot in the league.
And your goalkeeper is hot in the league?
Yeah.
Okay, so you really wanted to play Mannings?
Yes, man. Mannings will get to the Mannings will have to go play, sir.
Okay, all right. We'll see. So Thursday, we will see. We will see.
Our steps and bush on here, you know?
Okay, right in our backyard. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem.
I got people in my backyard, they go, you know. But
Yeah.
actually, I got to set tomorrow, so,
Okay.
you know. Train
Okay.
on the field, like when the guys come, we just deal with the case.
All right, boss. We'll talk. I'm not going to say much, you know. This is the second final in the season that man is getting into, so I'll leave it at
Yeah,
that. The first one we lost to a
something are
Clarendon
going
team,
good.
but
Something are going good down there.
don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. I told
Uh,
people that I had
a good friend of mine say, a good friend of mine tell me say involved in the program, you know?
no, 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 no. I'm not involved. I'm not
Yeah,
involved.
yeah.
But what I
Yeah,
will say is
coach
this: I told people that Mannings had a very young team in the DaCosta Cup.
yeah.
And you see some of those players from the DaCosta Cup team are also in the U14 team. So let's see what happens. But respect, thanks for the call, Coach Henry. Big up yourself. Good goalkeeper, coach. The one that people always wonder how the man have one hand and such a good goalkeeper, coach. Or only one hand is working, though he has both. But know the craft very well. Bless up yourself. Big up yourself.
Yeah, unseen is here.
Eh? Unseen must unseen must remain unseen.
Man is one. My time now. You're not running me off on the phone so quick.
Yes, unseen.
You know, we have the celebrity talk. You know, you go.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. So what say you?
Yeah, I want to talk about the game. So what me I wonder though, man is man. How you select Blake? I remember Blake is a CDM, you know. And you select two other CDM, but you're not playing them in the game. Or that, explain that to me.
Because all right, I need to see what the other center back look like, because they haven't made any alteration. Is it that the other center back? I don't know.
Is it Anderson?
Yes. So I don't know what is the quality of the other center back. And sometimes I'll say this, like pairings are important. Who you play with in center back. Maybe both of these players like playing with each other or play better with each other. Because you can have three very good center back, you know, but there may be two who don't play well together, though individually they may be good center backs. I don't know. I'd love to see though some alterations.
But man is
go ahead.
When we look at it, I think Blake could have add more value to the team in the midfield, because him, you know, you see him forward runs them from the back line, and he might try, you know, penetrate. He would have more options and more time to do that in the midfield, more than have to stay at the back line and do certain work. You understand me? I think the Anderson should get a chance to play centre back. I could see how him look. And then
all right, so in your centre back you'd have Anderson.
Yes, and the Chelsea. What's his name again?
So you'd move, because remember Anderson going to play on the left side. So you'd move.
Right.
You'd move Morgan to the right side, put Anderson on the left side. All right.
Right.
Who plays right back?
Hey, you know, so me that put Tyler Alberta right back.
Who plays left back?
I'm not even sure who we're gonna use left back in the back. Louis Watson, Iminjo?
Yes.
My God, I forgot we get a makeshift left back then. I forget a makeshift left back. That's a asterisk. That's a question.
And so all right, leave the left back for now. So you have three at the back. You have who plays CDM?
You know, my boy can play on the door. If Jerome Barker can play on the can defend, you know.
Okay, so let's say you put Jerome Barkley at left back. Who plays CDM?
Blake.
So Blake. All right, who's the rest of the midfield?
All right, so I play Blake, and then would I play Kobe and Duncan.
So Kobe and Duncan, and then who is the front three?
Right. And the front three: Clark, Chad James, and Devante.
Okay, all right. Some person are saying that Devante shouldn't start, but yeah. All right.
I feel like Devante go on him the side where he can square the ball and get more of the game.
Okay.
And then what I say, because him penetrating, it's just that the last part when he make the final pass, that's the problem. Because
Okay.
anytime it picked up on him, start drive towards them, they back off. You understand me? It's just that the last touch when him do, the last thing when him do, him just off. It's just that the problem. I'm think if him go up on the side when him comfortable, him can bring in across properly. Yeah, we can do well there.
Okay.
We have to find a way or we can get Chad James to link up with Clark, because now the Costa Rica game, you see the combination with them have is like them two play there, them need to play together.
Okay. All right. What
I
about?
don't know if you will see it, you know. Me see it.
Okay. All right. Hear you. What about any thoughts on the JPL game last night? I saw you at the JPL game. What are your thoughts?
All right, so
2 games are drawn. Who do you still keep your picks, Arnett and Cavaliers?
I don't. For me, the Arnett, the Cavaliers and the Mount Pleasant is a lottery. Anybody can win that game right now. But
No man. I'm asking you, are you still keeping your pick or are you changing your mind? Because you said that Cavaliers winning.
I'm not changing my mind.
So Cavaliers
Arnett
winning.
will win the second.
Yeah. And Arnett gonna winning.
And
Arnett gonna winning.
Arnett gonna winning and Cavaliers will win.
Okay. All right.
So this is my problem though. And I think it's a national disaster in the football, is that we don't teach combination play in the attacking third. It's like whenever on both teams, whenever the midfielder pick it up, there's no, it's like they must have open press, the defender make a mistake when they pass the ball, so they can get a turn, hit the ball for the goal and score. There's no outsmarting of a defender. It's like we can't teach combination and rotation. You understand? And even in all right, I'm gonna tell you this, man, even when we are learn the system, the educators them tell us say, when you teach them pattern of play, allow them do what they do.
Them use their creativity. That is a problem. I'm glad you identified that, because that is something I think Jamaica's football need to work on. Jamaica football teaches players defensive shape. They don't teach us how to use a system of attacking and scoring. Most teams don't do that.
No.
They just say, no man, when they reach up there, so basically a lot of the coaches leave it to the players to use their creativity. Yeah.
You see me as a man is one?
Yeah.
So
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
So that's a man is one.
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it unseen.
You're not seeing it?
No, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing it.
Okay. I hear me.
Yeah.
All right. So that is one we have see that the JPL game is like there's a mistake to make for a score goal.
Yeah.
The defender make a mistake that score, don't it?
If what?
Your
internet is very choppy, man.
You remember?
Your internet choppy. Say that again.
No, I'm saying it was a mistake that led to Arnett scoring that goal.
Yeah,
mistake by the defense.
But was it a mistake that led to Cavalier scoring as well?
No, Cavalier never scored.
To Harbour View scoring.
Right, so that's what I'm saying to you, that we don't outsmart defenders. We open press the defenders make mistakes so we can score goal.
Yeah, but if you track back most goals, people would say that most goals are some sort of defensive errors, isn't it? Just saying, just for the purpose of playing, you know. Yeah, putting a
sometimes you outsmart. Sometimes like combination plays, you outsmart defenders. They don't really get to, put in a foot or you shift them or push the ball to him or run over the ball and drop something, you get the ball to score. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
We outsmart them, we ball them, we pass, some intricate, them type of pass, that quick 1-2 rotation and get the ball through and bombing at the goal. Them type of thing there. You don't teach them thing, them man is, man.
We don't. Let's say it this way: we don't see where those things are being applied in the game. I think that is a fairer statement. To say that we don't teach them is probably too strong of a.
All right. True. I'm just say it this way: we teach them, but we don't instill.
Yeah. All right. So let's see if we can set up the team, right? So Unseen, thanks for the call. We're gonna try to see if we can set up the team in a 3-5-2 for this game by starting and then you can call back when we do that, because I have a next thing that I want to do. So thanks for the call and I appreciate it, brethren.
Man, big up.
Yeah, man. All right. So let's see, because we're going in this game. Can this work, people? Right? So let's see if we can go 3 at the back. Let's go Remy and Blake over here. Just tell me, people, if you think this lineup is good enough. And in here, so that's 1, 2. I'll let Remy and Blake. We're gonna let Remy and Blake play like the Durant Brown, kind of role, and put out here. Put Jaden Anderson. Though we have not seen him yet. Let's see. All right, so that's your box 3 right there. All right. And then we go in midfield. Some are saying Malachi Douglas. All right, so let's go there. That's 1. Then you go Bicknell. Let's see if this can work. Zander, Bicknell, and people that let's pick this team and you tell me what you think. All right. Zander, Bicknell. We're gonna insert Chad James into the starting lineup. Let him be Tyler Roberts. T.Y. Tyler. Tyler Roberts. Chad James. I would play the forwards like this. So do you play in 2, so 1 play off the other? Right? All right. So yeah, Trayvon Reed outsmarted both the defenders and the ref and earned a penalty. All right, Rochester is out. Blake should sweep. I would rest Pearson. Right. Balakar him say Monroe and Sandals before. Oh. So what about starting 11? All right, this person, I don't think Bicknell ready for the little I saw of him. Better you use Duncan. This team can work. Good 11. So outside Duncan, we have the same team. Oh, good 11. Alfred Hines says, so here is the probability the boys have to beat the Benner boys to qualify for. No, they don't have to beat them, Alfred Hines. They just need to draw. If they draw the game, they are through. If they draw the game, they are through. All right, so can that 11 work? So you'd have Tyler Roberts coming back to be a part of this back five and Chad James on the other side. Or you can have Malachi Douglas dropping into the left back and then Chad James coming into midfield when we're defending, right? You have Zion Scarlett, who was very good on the press in the first game, so he could help with that. Kobe, and then you have, like, you can always bring on a Duncan McKenzie, you have a Devontae Campbell that can come on. So this is a 11 that I think could work for this game. So really, you change your shape. Yeah, I understand. So I would play the twin tower because if the condition of the field is the same, you need somebody who can hit some long passes, right? In it, and you tell persons, like, if these three persons, because even in attack, because you're not going to get beaten on the counter, you could tell just two, listen, because if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 players in attack, we can almost tell Big Nell to just push up a little, to push up. So when we're attacking, all you do, I would say, this is what I would say. When we're attacking, you have these two up here, right? Chad James for your width. Bam. 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 It depends on what side it's on. And then you turn into this. So you always have coverage defensively. Right? So, if it is Tyler Roberts going up here, then you just say to Big Nell, you drift over here. So to plug that gap. Same thing up here. If Chad James goes up, then Malachi goes. You understand me? Come to this side, and then Big Nell come and just hold this area, and we just do that. I think this could work. I understand me. I think it could work, and we try to play some. We in pressure. If we are being pressured, we have an out ball, and that out ball is to the two center forwards who have some height and have some skill and some pace. You saw where Clark, for example, was able to take on the players when he was isolated. So somebody is saying that bench Zion and put Duncan. Yeah, but here's the thing, all right? And I like Duncan, but even with JC, one of the issues I had with Duncan is that he doesn't get into the box often enough. I need somebody who's going to get into the box. Didn't get into the box, right? And that's what I'd love to see. That's what I'm saying, CC. I did say that if we get through, we end up playing Trinidad, and if we beat Trinidad, it looks like Panama. That gets us into the semifinal, and we qualify. If that's all. If. So you still have, depending on how the game is going, you still have, say for example, Tyler Roberts, you let him run. You can still bring Zeminis in this position, which I think could be better for him. If you need to make changes, you still have Campbell. That if Chad James is tired, so you have Duncan McKenzie. You have players who you can bring in to kind of, settle the game. If we're leading, or if it's a close game and it is drawn, I think that is something that we should look at. All right, people, listen. I know that we want to discuss the U20 team, but we're going to do some more of that later this evening. There's something new that I want to do, right? And this new thing that I'm doing is I'm going to look at, and you see in the thumbnail, we're doing what we call a top 10 show, all right? And I need you to be involved in this process. So I have selected, for those of you who watch Jamaican football for a while, I have selected what I call the top 10 strikers that played locally. Now, there are other players who represented Jamaica that are overseas. We're going to do a top 10 list, like with, some of those players who really overseas, like the Paul Young, the Freddie Butlers, the Marlon King, the Dean Burton, the Paul Hall, those players, all right? But these are players that in the local Premier League and in schoolboy football, and some of them represented at the national level as well. Some of them even played overseas. But I have a top 10 list, all right? And I want you, hey, people, this is, I've selected players who have like won leagues, one leading goal scorer, and all of those things, all right? So we're going to go through my list, and you can tell me what your thoughts are like, and it's in no specific, it's in no, like, they're not in specific order. So not because a person name is at number one, mean like he is number one. All right. So let me get my book and begin to put up some names. All right. You can tell me like who I should take off and who should be there. All right. So I'm going to share it soon and very soon. Only 10 names can make the list, people. So don't beat me. Just just let me know what your thoughts are. These players, I think, really did well in the local league, right? So let me share this with you, and then give me. Maybe you have your own list, your own name, and center forward we're talking about. So look at my list, people, and tell me if there's a name on it that you take off, or there's a name on it that you would add. All right. So this is it. I'm going to add the other two names. I hope you're seeing it. Let me know if you're seeing the list clearly. All right. Yeah. What say you so far? Paul Teagat Davis, Ryan Bumpy Nelson, Capel Contail Donaldson, Kevin Lamy, Kevin Pelle Wilson, Roland Dean, Luton Shelton, Devon Jarrett. All right. And let me give you the other two names that I have. Local football strikers. These are all of these players are strikers, center forward. You have finally you have the other two names are, remember we're talking about in the local leagues, So tell me if you want to change any name, You have to tell me who you're going to take off and who you're going to put in. Don't just, you understand me? Who are you going to take off? Who you're going to put in? And give me a reason for taking off the person. If you think like, man is man, no man, you're wrong, man. That man not in there. You have to tell me who you're taking off, and who are you taking off? Who you're going to put into the 10, the 10. So those are the 10 names I have. I think these are the 10 best strikers that have played in the local leagues. All right. Walter Irving English was not a forward. Fabian Taylor. Who do you take? No, you have to tell me who you're going to take. All right. Chris Wayne, did you see Ali Matnab play? You can't put people you never see play, Or you don't see clips or tapes of them. All right. So tell me who you're going to take off. Leader, you have to tell me who you're going to take off. All right. Chris Smith. Who do we take off? Simple. No, man. Take off who and put on who? Oh, somebody saying Toffee for O'Neal Chippy McDonald. Really? All right. All right. So, Manins, Fabian Taylor. So, tell me who they take off. Devon Hodges. Tell me the names that you're going to take off and put on who? I have those names, but they're just Devon Hodges. I don't think Walter Boyd scored enough goals in the local league. I don't think Ricardo Fuller scored enough goals. Ricardo Fuller is on the list of players I would put in an overseas list. But in terms of who scored goal in the local leagues, Ricardo Fuller not score as much goal, man. In the local league. Somebody says Ali McNabb. Well, if somebody said that, I would not. Jarrett. Devon Jarrett. Somebody, all right, so let me make some changes. Devon Doverman Jarrett of Wadada. The man same taking off Jarrett of Wadada for Hodges. People are going to say to you, but Devon Jarrett led his team to the Premier League title, because those things are going to. Man saying, what? All right. Remember, Shelton can't be here. If it's what you're talking about, leader, if it is local. Hold on there. Bala calling. Hold on. Let me make some of the changes that you guys said. Yes, sir.
Me see me make me comment all no, you know see.
What is your comment?
Ricardo Scott becoming.
For who?
AKA Didier Drogba.
He has he Ricardo Scott? No.
I mean Ricardo Scott.
No,
man is man. I'll tell you this again because I come like you never forget, man. After Invaders days, the man score goal in the Premier League.
People, this man is saying Ricardo Scott. Ricardo Scott.
You don't know Ricardo Scott, Didier Drogba.
Tell me, has he ever been the leading goal scorer in the league?
No.
All of these players have led that.
That's about leading goal scorer, man. How much time they score double figure?
But all of these players here, double figures. Ryan Nelson, all of these players, double figure scorers in the league.
Roland Dean, how much goal he scored?
What you talking about?
Roland Dean, come watch Premier League hard, man.
Roland Dean from Tivoli, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I'll tell you this, man. Somebody name up so a fear sitting there. Me to tell you need to go do a research for this Ricardo Scott.
All right, tell me who you're going to take off. Is he you're going to take off Tigat and put him on? Tell me who you're going to take off.
Me can't take off Tigat.
You take off Kevin Pele Wilson?
No.
You take off Cape Donaldson Cantiel?
Me never see him play, so me can't say that.
You take off Kevin Leamy?
Yeah, man, I take out Liam. I put player them better than their town. I put player them better than their town, man. Want to something for me come off my program. Me and you know how you set when you play a country.
Man said, hold on. People say Baron Earl over Ronaldinho. Come on. Me just do this for your sake still, but me not think.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say now? Me don't want to take off nobody up there, but me tell you, Michael, Ricardo Scott, our night of striker them in a Jamaica. In the Premier League.
Really? Ricardo Scott better than Tiafoe Bennett?
By far.
Okay. Look,
man. And that man scored enough his goal for Cedric Titus. And because I want to come out on the program when I contract.
Cedric Titus?
Ricardo Scott, one of biggest striker go to Cedric Titus.
Cedric Titus Balakar, man. Cedric Titus Balakar.
Man is man. You can call Iron Toe and the whole of them. Call Champs and the whole of them. Me say, Ricardo Scott, I biggest striker come to Cedric Titus. You know, say, all right. You know, say when Ricardo Scott they play D Cup in a grade, when Ricardo Scott come play D Cup, you know it's part of what Benita fi end up.
Listen,
left back.
Listen. Brain, have you ever watched Kevin Leamy yet?
I mean, if you watch Kevin Leamy.
You think Ricardo Scott better than Kevin Leamy?
I mean, you can't tell me, man.
Balakar.
I'm hold my point, you know.
Yeah, just hold your point, Balakar.
Yeah, anyway, there. Yeah, man, I'm a cousin. But a big striker.
No, you can't come and talk, but you talk for your family, Balakar, man. Come on, do better than that, man.
No, you. All right, but tell you this. You live a Senton, right?
Yeah.
You see anywhere in a Senton you walk, just ask him about Ricardo Scott. Anywhere in a
Trelawney you walk, ask them about Kevin Leamy.
No, I'm going to tell you, no, man. Anywhere in a Senton you walk, ask about Ricardo Drogba Scott.
All right, then. All right, we're going to take the next one. People, we say,
yeah, man.
All right, big up yourself.
Kevin Leamy.
All right.
Kevin Leamy, them go a national team and can't spark. You know, see, we try with Ryan Nelson and he don't know what to do.
That I said in
just
the
like how some baller
the criteria is what they did in the local league. All right.
So man is man, you know, achieve nothing in the Premier League.
What did you have to tell me? You can't Ryan Nelson won the leading goal scorer, how much time?
How much time he win in Premier League too?
Who?
Ryan Nelson.
How much time? More than once?
No. You see him Leamy what you talk about.
Leamy win it to the Waterhouse.
Okay, I'm gonna check who you win it with.
Huh?
The piece arena alone him play for.
No, so who did he win it with, Balakar?
Man, I need to do some research.
Do you tell me because you have the information?
What's any information there?
All right. Somebody, all right, Balakar, respect.
Ricardo Scott bigger than. No, man, link your man.
All right.
I'll make you know what I go.
All right, Balakar. All right, Balakar.
Well, I know before me come up my program. You see, Devon at this boy Ricardo.
All right, Scott. So somebody's saying that. All right, hold on. All right, Balakar. Bless up. Me gonna make the changes, you know. All right, people.
No, you don't have to put on in there.
No, all right, people are saying that. Hold on. All right, Balakar, respect.
Yeah.
My name said Devon Hodges over this man. Remember, locally, you know, the man them all say Walter Boyd. Walter Boyd not scoring a heap of goal locally, you know. Walter Boyd's career was bigger overseas in terms of goal scoring in the league. So, all right, they are saying, all right, my name said Luton Shelton to make them name. All right, people, so is that the final list? Is that the final list? Or changes still need to be made? Albert Ashley, well, Christopher Carroll, you know, I had Jim Dandy in there because Jim Dandy. But who you going to take out? See, then let me take out I had the what other man, you know, the what other man in Devon Jarrett, you know. They said take him out. Gainer Blocks. Cape Donaldson is Cantiel, man. One of the lethal strikers. So tell me again. Is that list better? Kevin Bryan not going to make this list still. We are talking about season after season. I mean, I understand how people say Kevin Pele Wilson not in there. Season after season, you know. Kevin Pele Wilson up there, you know. Our Balakara said we man. No, Javan East never played long enough in the Premier League. All right. Thanks for the super chat, brain drain. Jamaica is to go forward. Coach can start number 6. All right. I think we finished that league. Walter Boyd is a pretty baller, always pleasing. I don't think. Listen, Ronaldinho scored way more goal than Walter Boyd. I'm talking about in the JPL. So I don't see how O'Neal Chippy McDonald was either the leading goal scorer or the second leading goal scorer for almost like 6 or 7 seasons in a row. It is based on local performance. So I don't know how people saying that O'Neal Chippy McDonald can be in there. Because it's not what them do overseas or what them do in the national team. It is what they did in the local leagues. So I think this, I hear what people saying, but maybe I don't think Walter Boyd and my ball line. When it comes to the other list now with Jamaica, and we're talking about those who represent Jamaica, I think Walter Boyd is in that. But right here, I think O'Neal Chippy McDonald. Makes the list. Right? I don't even think Anandelo score as many goals as Michael Jim Dandy Graham. Seriously. Anandelo, I have Anandelo on the next list, because I think when it comes on to one of the most efficient footballers in Jamaica, when it comes on different positions on the field, Anandelo leads that list. Yeah, man, we're talking National League, Premier League, Cravener League. I'm talking the local leagues. So I think this list is a, I don't know. I feel like this list is a better list. T-Gat is at the top of this list. So people, what do you think? Can we settle with this? And we give some mention to Devon Jarrett, Ronaldinho, everything. Ronaldinho is a very prolific scorer, And easy we need to talk to him. I'm telling you, in the local leagues, Ronaldinho was a very prolific scorer. Japanese this. Yeah. Brain drain. All right. Yeah, Paul Young didn't play enough locally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that he was. Yeah. Roland Dean, I am. Yeah, man. Roland Dean. Yeah. Somebody saying take out Byron Earl and put in who? Denton Shedden. Yeah, but Denton Shedden, even in that team with Denton Shedden had Byron Earl scoring more goals than him. That's what I'm saying. And when those guys were playing, Roland Dean was scoring a lot more goals. Remember, Gilly Gunner. Jeremy and you is not a forward, man. This is just. No, it is not in order, I don't have it in order. I don't have it like, so we just have the names. Then we can talk about, we can now look at out of these 10, we can now place them in order. Who is number 1, who is number 2, who is number 3, who is number 4, like that. But who can we? Yeah, Michael Toller is there as well. But I guess because, Michael, yeah, Baronol and Jim Dandy Graham ruled. That's what I'm saying. Michael Graham and Baron Earl, Arnett Gardens, Reno, final after final after final. During that time, Michael Graham and Cape Donaldson were scoring a lot of the goals for Reno. Devon Jarrett was scoring a lot of goals for Wadada as well. Teagat, you understand me? So, yeah, when it comes on to the international level, only Teagat alone from this list go and make the other list. Because we're going to have a next list now with those forwards who play for Jamaica. So tomorrow, we're going to have the 10 best forwards that play for Jamaica. That includes Marlon King and Dean Burton and Robbie Earl and Marcus Gale and Garrett McCleary and, you understand, Ricardo Fuller, Walter Boyd, Altiman Butler, Paul Young. So come to, begin to formulate your list. And anybody who we exclude, it doesn't mean that they are not good enough. Tuffy Anderson, people always say that, but was Tuffy Anderson more prolific than any of these players, Gilly Guna? And who would you take off and put Tuffy Anderson in? That's it. Just tell us that. Who would you take out and put Tuffy Anderson in? Very good player in the league. So who would you take out? Who would you take out? yeah. Robbie Earl played for Jamaica, so we don't know. We don't know a brain trade. Yeah. So you say Teagat is number one. Yeah. If you're going to put these in order now, I can't believe still that the people, Ronaldinho scored a lot of goals, In the local, Ronaldinho, scored a lot of goals. I am sure that Ronaldinho was more prolific. Somebody from Tivoli need to tell me. I am sure Ronaldinho is more prolific in the local league than Fabian Taylor. I think so. All right, so Dre top 5 here. All right, so Dre top 5 is Teagat, Chippy, Taylor, Wilson, Leamy. Can tell you, say Dre a town man, A be a town ball him watch, You know watch a country ball and then be a town ball him watch. And if you understand me? Be a town ball him watch, man. Yeah, Dean of the what's his name? Navian Boyd. Yeah. But all right, even Chemo Dread, Christopher Nicholas, who went to one of the Youth World Cups, very good player as well, But I'm saying that Roland Dean was scoring way more goals than them. I don't know if Fabian Taylor can be a header like some of these, some of these players. But we may be able to rank them. But that's Dre top 5 out of the 10. He says Chippy is at 2. I don't know. Michael Graham was the leading goal scorer when Chippy was playing as well. Ryan Nelson still has the goal scoring record for most goal in the league. So, yep. Yeah, Christopher Nicholas, who played at Tivoli. Michael Woodburn, who do I take out? Take out Chippy and put who in? Chippy was either second or third in goal scoring, for most of his time in the league. But Roland Dean, I think Roland Dean deserves to be on this list. RR. We are naming the strikers who played local football. So this question is irrelevant. Who play local football in the local league? That's not hard. That's what it is. What do you mean that against what standard of team? The standard of team that are playing in the local league. That's what we're talking about. Lord have mercy, man. Come on, man. Nobody go down there, man. Let me give you the thing. We are discussing what we believe are the top 10 strikers who played in local football. These are not the ones who necessarily represented Jamaica. We're going to do a different list for those persons who played at the international level and at club level overseas. This list is for players who played locally, won the Premier League in Jamaica, and the goal scoring, or they were consistent goal scorers in Jamaica. Is there a problem? Are we not supposed to do that as well? Because if we do that, something is wrong with it. Help me, RR, because I am not sure, though this is I am sure. Yeah, Ray Graham was a standout, but I mean, I don't know how long. Like some of these players were 7, 8 years of consistent performance. Who do you take out and put in Tuffy Duckland? That is it. So you have to tell me, who do we take out and put him in? You have to take out somebody. Boss, our coach and player selection is poor, in my opinion. Our local players cannot play with our overseas players and blend. All right, that's not what the overseas players believe, though. The overseas players say they enjoy playing with them and they think they have a good chemistry. You will hear from them. They are going to send out something to speak to you. So the players from England and from the States playing with the local players, so they enjoy playing with them. They are very good players and they know that they're going to make Jamaica proud. They are going to send out those messages by today or tomorrow so you can hear it. So unless you have other information from the overseas players saying that they can't play, they can't blend with them, but they believe they can. T got Ricardo Scott, Devon, Liamy, Taylor. Okay. How much? 30 is the record. Thought Liamy cracked that or tied it. No man. Ryan Nelson Bumpy has a record. Wilfred Simmet, good goal scorer, 2 Mannings. Wilfred Simmet. Yeah. Good goal scorer too. Duckland, but who you going to take out? Who you going to take out to put in Tuffy? Tell me, who you going to take out? And Tuffy is a good baller, good goal scorer. But some of the times when some of these players were like in the latter stage of the league, people were winning the goal scoring thing with 13 goals and 15 goals and them thing there, Back in the days, it's 30 goals and 20 odd goals and you understand me? And like you had to score 20 goals. Yes, Brian Jane, we're talking about the local league. Yeah. So there you go. I just got a text and man say Ali Rose need to be up there, man. Ali Rose, yo, hey, no, but maybe like we have to have a different category, right? Zune Clark. But was Ali Rose a center forward? And how long did Ali Rose play in the league? How many seasons? These players are journeymen, Some players, like me say, so, and they were consistently up there. But when you come on to the wingers, you have like the Roderick Reed and the Ali Rose and the Walter Boyd, so we're going to have that list. But this is for the strikers, like what they call them now, the number 9s. These are just goal scorers. That's their thing, goal scoring. The Ali Rose will create for some of these players. These are the goal scorers. Xenophilia is a new term. All right. Lido Connor says he has T-Got, One Chippy, Ryan Nelson, Carntail, and Liamy. Big list. He had Zun Clark, Tolo, Oh, Michael Toller and Ali. Yeah. Michael Toller up there too, you know. Hey, the list is tough, you know, but you have to tell me. You can't give me names. You have to tell me who you're going to take out. Who you're going to take out? Could defenders were poor back in the days? Could be defenders were poor back in the days? Really? No, you know, because here's why the defenders weren't poor back in the days. Because the World Cup team had predominantly a local backline. Tati Brown, Linval Dixon, Pepe Goodison, Ricardo Gardner, Gregory Messam, Fabian Davis, Dean Sewell, Shorty Malcolm, local players. And most of those players were playing for different teams. When I say take out Devon Hodges and put in Tuffy, Lord have mercy. You're going to take out Hodges, who scored probably one of the ballers who scored the most goal locally, but you're not tough. Ali Rose, it's Ali Rose, man. Ali Rose, not Ali Watson. See. Yes, Balakar.
What me want to ask your man is, man. The striker that we just talk about, Roland Dean, right? Which year him get the leading goal scorer in Jamaica?
Roland Dean, Donald Tivoli win, man. Name of the leading goal scorer, man. Every season. Every season.
Tivoli?
Yeah, man. Roland Dean, man.
For Tivoli, not in a Premier League.
Then what you mean, say?
Me have a chart.
Then if not
no, me have a, which year you talk about? Because me have a leading goal scorer from 2000, 2003 comes straight up, and me not see Roland Dean right there, sir.
2003?
Come right up to 2022.
Send me the list.
What's send you?
Send me the list. Send me the list.
All right, my boy. All right, hang up.
Me feel.
Yeah, man, hang up, man.
Hey, Balakar.
What's in your list?
Then Balakar, you not hang up, Balakar. Wait, you tell me if you hang up.
Hang up, man.
Balakar, all right. Yo, Balakar, sample. All right. Balakar sample, you know, people. Balakar sample. In the past, we had very good local players. I played with Garfield Reed when he was about 12 years old. I was 17 to 18. That player was so good that he made the big team. I had to push him down. Yep. And Garfield Reed, listen, Garfield Reed still have a lethal kickoff. I put it up. Yeah, Ali Rose never played long in the local leagues, to be honest, man. Man, you know, if you go back to the 70s, Richard Davey and Howard Bell should be on the list from what I hear. From what I hear, brother, Ali McNabb and them man, they on the list. From what I hear. But you know, we have to get some of the older folks to come on and tell me about those things, because I don't know. It's Ali Rose, not Ali Watson. Ali Watson, a Calabar 400-meter runner, brain drain. What is wrong with you? Big up Ali Watson, the smoothest 400-meter runner Jamaica has ever seen. That's management opinion. It's tough management. I think you were talking about removing Tuffy Anderson. I'm taking out Liam and adding. Somebody said they're taking out Liamy. And add Tuffy Anderson? No, Hector Linton is a managed player, ball and Reno, but Hector Linton wasn't consistent enough. Man, Little Richie will make the winger, because Little Richie wasn't really a forward, you know. He was more like a creative player on the wings. Never Brown, never Budmara Brown. I don't know who to replace him. No, man, no. Everybody else say, take out Lamy and put in who? And put in Tuffy? Really? Only Jermaine Anderson, all right? All right. So Balakar send me a list of leading goal scorers, right? And on this list, right? So in 2003, you had Ryan Nelson of Portmore, 19 goals. Fabian Taylor in the next season, then Irvino English, then Ryan Nelson again, Devon Hodges, then Devon Hodges. Then you have Kirk Ramsey, you have Tuffy Anderson, you have Romeo Parks, you have Tuffy Anderson, you have Brian Brown, then you have Craig Foster, then you have Jermaine Johnson. That's recent, man. That's when Jermaine Johnson returned. Craig Foster again, Colorado Murray, Akwasa Chang, and Atafari Bygrave. All right. So so Balakar, this would not have some of the things for what's his name, man? For Ryan Roland Dean, man. Roland Dean is there, man. But Bumpy must be in there. All right. Now it looked like Jermaine Tuffy Anderson can be on this list. It looked like. Check for 09. What about Navi and Boyd? Boy. Your people are just 10 names, you know. In 09, Devon Hodges won with 25 goals. But what I'm saying, you had some players, you know, this is what I'm saying, that some of the times when you had these, Devon Hodges has to be on this, you know, because Devon Hodges he score a lot of goals. 25 and 18 one season. So he's on the list a couple of times, right? Same thing with Ryan Bumpy Nelson. You understand me? But in the 90s, where you don't have some Ronaldinho stats because it was a little bit earlier than this, Balakar. Because you never see him. That's why Ali McNabb, Zamos, all you youngsters missed out. I am not saying that. Listen, I'm going to do a list, right, with some of those ballers. Top 10 forwards who we have not seen. Like we never got to see, like Ali McNabb. We never got, you understand me, some of those. I'm going to do a list with those players, man. But I'm talking about what we have seen, this generation have seen. All right. Hey, all right. One was to replace Byron Earl with Michael Tolo. All right. So let's do that. Because Tuffy Rudy, a lot of people are going to say, all right. So watch this. All right. Watch this. Now work with you know. Because no matter what you do, the list is going to cause a problem. I'm telling you. All right. So people are saying, remove Liamy, who was a Waterhouse legend, with Jermaine Anderson. All right. Now follow me now. Well, we have a call coming. Caller. Yes, caller.
Man, if you take off Liam and put on top, you can't go back a water house.
That you are telling people then.
Buddy, without the tough enough for them, but they can't replace it with Liam. Buddy, you can't replace Liam with Tuffy, brother. Trouble that.
Hey, then I tell you one them, bro. You can't. Or you gonna leave out Kevin Leamy. Kevin Leamy is only. Yeah.
No man, Kevin Leamy, man, Mr. Water attack, man. You can't take off Leamy if it's Tuffy. If you want to put on Tuffy on it, you know, no problem, but I can't Leamy and take off. But man, they know what say funny enough. Maybe I take Hodges' name in the chat enough. Hodges after that on this morning. Hodges scored 13 goals in one match in the Premier League, you know, brother.
All right. So the one.
The year when Hodges just scored the most goals, Hodges scored 13 goals in one match. I think I must against the Village or one of them teams.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that when he scored 25 goals in the season there.
Yeah, man. I just have to depend still, but you have some other man still, because even Kirk Ramsey do good in the Premier League still, but they look for the other man and for the list, it's kind of hard to take off one of them man and put on Ramsey. Some of them man never see play still. But, tell Bala Carter Roland Dean a big striker, Virgin.
That me I tell you, man, so Roland Dean, most of those years, he was either second or third in the goal scoring.
Yeah, man. The year, this is 2000 when it was Digital Premier League. I think that 2 seasons the boy son come second. Yeah, man, I think it was Roland Dean who scored most of the
Tivoli came second. Tivoli came second.
No, man, Boy Stone come second. No, Boy Stone come second 2 years straight. What did he name? Digital Premier League. I think Tivoli win them 2 years.
Right. Yeah. And Ronaldinho was right up there and Navi and Boyd, man. And then I tell him.
Yeah, man, Navi and Boyd, man. Yeah, man, yeah. So
the man, we change up the list now. And now we have, that may tell him, so Roland Dean must get a place. Listen, Michael Tolo, I'm a big virgin from play for JDF, but you see the list here now, he must be on the next list. He must go try and make the list. Because you see that honestly, in the league, it's going to be hard to not have Ronald Dean on it. Given that this youth was every season, he was right up there. Tolo, we are going to have the list with them ball of them. But this is tough, because see now we have listen to these names: Paul Teagat, Ryan Nelson, Cape Donaldson, that's Cantil, Jermaine Tuffy Anderson, Kevin Leamy, Ali Manab, Fabian Taylor, Devon Hodges, Michael Graham, Ronald Dean. So they say take off Kevin Wilson and Byron Earl. They can't do all that. We can't. Listen, Kevin Wilson.
Money, you money. Because
we have to put this here, man. Who vex here, man? Kevin.
Buddy, you have got to 3 things.
Yeah.
1 to the 80s, 1 to the 90s, 1 to the 2000s. Yeah, no, it's that. Me never see Solo them play still, but me hear about them still.
Yeah.
Never see them on the play.
Listen, so this is the list. And then we're going to do a list now with the one them in the 80s and the 70s with Tolo and the Ali McNabb and the teacher Hyde and Denden Hutchinson. You know them, those players, Andrew Andrews, and those players from that time. Yeah.
Yeah, you have them legends upon the thing.
Yeah, but in the late 80s to 90s, these are the players that, going right in the 2000s that we saw. So I think, and this is just local Premier League. We don't get to the national team strikers yet.
Yeah.
So now we have Paul T. Davis, we have Ryan Bumpy Nelson, Jermaine Tuffy Anderson. Yeah, man. All right then, cool. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, that we're going to get a next list with the 80s, 70s ballers. So we're going to do that one probably tomorrow. IT push, you mean a full list? Who would make the list? Yeah, man, big up Navi and Boyd. Whole names. Kirk Ramsey could be there as well. You understand me? That's the next. Devon Jarrett or Devon Ricketts. He's the next name that is there as well. Albert Ashley, Ray Graham. So names up there, You have Trevor Lamb, who was also at Constant Spring. So yeah. Big up yourself, Rudolph Tennant. Yeah, man. So yes, people, so that is a top 10, a lot of controversy. We're gonna have to create some more. You understand me? So here's what we're gonna do. So tomorrow, I want you to give me some of the 70s and come to the program with some 70s and 80s ballers. Yeah, man, we had a higher we had more cardans passing accurate. We had better passing accuracy, more completed passes. We had more shots. And we have, I think, 70 something percent or 68 to 32 in terms of percent. And we were playing with 10 men for half the game, but that's just how it is. All right, people. So that's our show for today. Remember, tomorrow we're going to look at a next top 10 as we we have this discussion. Roman Christian, yeah. A lot of people out there, you know. Yeah. I think they had more shots on target. They had 7 shots on target and we had 5, but we had more shots. We had more corners, more red cards as well. No, man. This is the Veer, one of the Veer coaches. Don't forget Aldi, big up Aldi and Donjai. But me I tell you, see the Alicia tough, brother. The Alicia tough, me I tell you. Yo, the amount of baller. The amount of baller that are out there. But these are some of the names, people. Yeah. But there you go. So that is the Chippy McDonald. You know, we had Chippy McDonald and it fits right. Clausen. And boy, really want my conscience ring, but tell me who you the take off and put on Chippy McDonald, because I had him on it, you know. And then people say, no, there's no way that we can have Chippy over Devon Hodges. So, yeah. So, you know, there are other names, like I said, that Kirk Ramsey, you know, Craig Foster was very good in the league as well. You know, yeah. All right, people. So join us again later when we kind of, you know, dive into the starting 11. And on the low will be like we're gonna look at the players who represent the national team, because a lot of these players never had enough games in the national team for us to put them on that list, with the exception of Teagat. Like Liam never played, so we kind of look at that first, and then we're gonna get to those who play in the national team, like the Roderick Reed. Yeah, man, we're gonna get that list gonna be tough enough. Cause remember now, when they say Roderick Reed, you have the CMT got gonna be in there. You have like your Walter Boyd and all of those. You have Marlon King. You have Ricardo Fuller. You have Luton Shelton. You understand me? The leading goal scorer for Jamaica. You know. Yeah, we're Paul Young. Yeah, but Andrew, I agree with you, you know. But here's what I wanted to do. Somebody I say, all right, let the list to 15. All right. The man must have made the list 15. We agree with that, people. Top 15 or top 10? Should we go top 15 local? I will add 5 names. Or should we keep it at 10 and who get left, get left? Because Lloyd is saying that make the list 15. Should we do that? All right, top 10. All right, Jason Guna said top 10. Who get left, get left. You have to tell me who you're going to take out. Yeah. Yeah, honorable mention afterwards. So, Chippy, oh jeez, we can't start 3 group ago. Mash me up. And I might fault the one them. Yeah, I would say O'Neal McDonald. All right, is one of those names that really did well. So we go. So let's make a next list with honorable mention. All right, so let's do this. Bam. So let's make honorable mention to 5 others. All right. So let's go. Bam. Neil McDonald. All right. Who again? Honorable mention. Byron Earl. All right. Hold on a second. Hey, Sir Clark.
Good afternoon, Mannings, man.
You're live on the show. Don't beat me,
No, I want come on. I thought the show finished, man. I was giving you a call.
All right. Call you afterwards. I'll call you afterwards.
Yeah, give me a call after. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Honorable mention. Who again? So we have Byron Earl, O'Neal McDonald. I remember this is like more local league. Clayton Donaldson. That's no Capel Donaldson. That is Carntail. No man, Fabian Taylor is on it already. So which other three persons get honorable mention on this list? Big up, 1-1. Who else? 3 more names to complete the honorary list. Then, hey, Ricketts, Jarrett, man, Devon Jarrett, man. Devon Jarrett, have to be on this, bro. I tell you, Devon Jarrett, Devon Ricketts is his name, but it's Jarrett. Dober, man. Also, you understand me? He was the man who came out of the national team, I think left the camp and then T got in. Yeah. 2 more. Who else? Honorary mention. Somebody said Navian Boyd. Navian Boyd. All right. Let's work with you still, Navian Boyd. All right. But they say Craig Foster. Kirk Ramsey, Craig Foster. Man, them say. How that look? Well, we have a caller coming in. Hey, caller, welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, I saw you think where you say running third might be a blessing for Jamaica. Can you explain to me how that?
Because of how the draw is. So if we finish in second, our next game would be against the USA. And so when we finish third, we think like we probably end up playing Trinidad and Tobago, which is probably an easier game than playing against the United States of America. And say, so hypothetically speaking, if we were to beat Trinidad, we would end up playing Panama and avoid USA and Mexico and Costa Rica until the semifinals. That's all we're saying, hypothetically speaking. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. I thought we would play Cuba if Cuba comes second.
No. We're gonna play either Haiti or Trinidad.
Whoever comes second in that group.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so I thought, okay, it's like I noticed like USA and Jamaica always play on the same day. I thought they would play about the team that play on the same day in the round of 16.
I don't understand that. Say it again.
All right. When you're watching it, right, you notice that 4 games are played every day, right?
Yes.
Like, right. So I thought that and if you notice USA.
No. That's not how it is. So the zone, we did the whole zone thing earlier in the program. So if we come third, we will play the second place team in zone G, which will either be Haiti or Trinidad.
Okay, and those are winnable games.
No game. We can't. We were just hypothetically speaking, man. So we can't tell you that Jamaica. But I believe that it would be easier to play against Trinidad than to play against the USA. That's all we're saying.
Okay, so if we win, how would we play against the USA? What would that mean if we win the group? We would play against the USA.
If we came second in the group, we would end up playing against the winner from the USA, the second place from the USA group or first place, something like that. I would meet them in the round of 8. We'd meet them in the round of 8, which is the quarterfinals.
Okay. So basically if we win this and we beat Trinidad or 80 and we probably beat Panama, that means that will take us in the World Cup, basically.
Because we'll be in the semifinals.
Yeah, but for me, now the semifinal and 14 to qualify for the World Cup.
That's what I'm saying to you, sir. I'm not arguing.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So so we have, that means we have to go play okay, Panama in the Panama zone, right? What the top? Panama in the zone with El Salvador, right?
Yes.
Right. So why you say we might play Panama?
Because that's how the whole thing. All right, we don't know who we're gonna play because we don't know that we're gonna go through. If Antigua beat us, I can't tell you anything. All we did is that we did a prediction. No, man. But you're asking me how I know who we're gonna play.
No, okay, but I thought it would depend on who finish. Okay, all right. So if Panama win this one, we still have to play them, or if them come second, or it doesn't matter at that time.
All right. So what we're doing, right, Carla?
Yeah.
All we're saying is that based on how the games are lined up, when we look at who is better than who, instead of playing, if we finish third, instead of second, instead of meeting Mexico, USA, what we consider to be the big teams, the pathways that we have in finishing third is against Haiti or Trinidad. Both of those teams could be eliminated or they could be banned. We are hypothetically speaking. If things go how we think they should, then if we win one of those teams, we would end up playing Panama, because we're also thinking based on who Panama will play, that we will meet each other. None of these things, it's all hypothetical.
Okay. So and who will Panama play?
But all right, but you're not hearing what I'm saying, sir.
I mean in their zone, man. Who they have to play?
You want to know who is in Panama zone?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me Google it, because it's right here. Let me just Google it and tell you. Because we had passed that stage. But Carla, is still there? All right. So Carla, so Panama has El Salvador, Guatemala, and Aruba in their zone, Carla. I think the Carla. Yeah. All right. So that, yeah. All right. So people, all right. So people, yeah. All right. Where are we? All right. So where are we, people? We were at the name to be mentioned. All right. So who's supposed to be on the? I'm get confused. Who's supposed to be on the? Who's supposed to be on the? Hey, people saying that Dino Williams from Mobile United should be on the list, but oh my God, man, God. Yeah, man, gone. Turtleman was more a winger still, man. Dino Williams was a goal scorer. But is this honorary? Is this honorary list okay? Irvino English wasn't really. Luton Shelton going to be in the list of what we would call national players. David Donna, we're going to get into your era. Don't worry yourself, man. We're going to get into somebody saying Denton Shedden. Denton Shedden was really a lethal goal scorer. Somebody saying Ray Graham. Only 5. So who do we take off? All right. All right. So let me see if we can, as we prepare to close. So let me take off. So some person are saying instead of Navi and Boyd, Christopher, Nicholas, right? Christopher Nicholas. Yeah, he goes there. And instead of Craig Foster, I don't know. All right, Ray Graham. You have to take off somebody, you know. Craig Foster won leading goal scorer and was second almost every year that he was in the league. He had a first finish second or third, or he was the leading goal scorer. Donovan Dono, we soon get back to your list, man, when we're going to bring in like the Ali McNabb and you understand me? So the next list we're going to create is a 10 ballers from the 80s and the 70s eras. This is more like the 90s into the 2000s. You understand me? So that is why we have this list. And they don't include the players who have done well at the national level. Some people are saying Fabian Reed. All right. Just ask, why is T-Got there? Didn't he get many caps? But T-Got was lethal in the local leagues, you know. So, and scored a lot of goals still. But most of the other players that we're talking, like Walter Boy didn't score a lot of goals in this in the local league. Nor did Anandelo. I think of all the players who really played national, probably T-Got is the one who was most consistent in the local league and in the national team. One, you don't know some of them. All right. Then Denton was my coach. Even in his old days, I couldn't take the ball off his feet. The man skill. No Fabian Reed, one Muslim scored. Muslim, yeah. People say Fabian Reed, even when he was leading, he wasn't scoring a lot of goals. Like leading goal scorer 13 and 15 goals. Yeah, man, Tuffy is there already. Hey, so people, that is it. I think this is a good enough list. Top 10, 5 honorary names. Some people are going to get left out. Winston Anglin, no more. We're talking strikers, not wingers. These are strikers. You know, number 9s, goal scorers. That's the list. We're going to get into midfielders, CDMs, and center backs and right backs. We're going to make those and goalkeepers. You understand me? We're going to get into the older eras. We're going to talk to some of the legends and make them give us some names, because some of those names I would not have watched, because all right, I got some list names for goalkeeper. And half of them, I don't know them. Honestly, I don't know some of the goalkeepers that, and it's amazing that when the list of names I get for the 10 goalkeepers, half of them I've never seen kept. The goal. So, yeah, you have that as well. So, yep. David Faulkner, Robert Smith saying, all right, none of the hides were heavy scorers. They were basically facilitators. Yeah, man. All right, people, so bless up. Listen, again, we're going to keep putting out these lists, right? Edsel Robbie Scott. Hey, listen, all right, I'll give you an example. So I call one of the legends and ask him about goalkeeper, right? And like Edsel Robbie Scott, don't even make them lists. They have like called Julian McLeish on the list. The goalkeeper that I never know that was so highly rated. You understand me? Aaron Lawrence don't make the list. Yeah, you understand me? Some names. I should probably get those names and give you guys, you know. And then, you know what? Let me get it and give you. Hold on. Yeah. So let me see if I can find it. And I was getting some names and I was saying that, boy, I don't know if I can do this because some of the names, so we're going to have to do it in 2 different eras. Let me see if I can find the names. But some of the names that I was getting, I was saying, whoa, I never hear about them keeper. You're so bad, man. Yeah, you understand? Because you know you have the eras as well. Where is it? Just had it and lost it, you know. Give it the names and see if I can find it quickly for your people and give it. And then we're going to close out. So think about some of those names that would make your list. And remember, I said this is just our thought and zeal. You understand me? Yeah, like I said, that we're going to talk about some of the international players now who represent Jamaica. You understand me? Is Wes Morgan the best centre back that has ever represented Jamaica? That's going to be based on accomplishment and all of them things there. You see some people saying that Julian McLeish was brilliant. Yeah. Where is the list? Oh my Lord, don't tell me. I have too much books, you know. I have too much books, you know, man. This man, I write up things, you know. Too many books, you know. Too many books, you know, man. This man. Yeah, understand me, man. This man. You have too many books. Too many books and papers, writing up stuff in that, so you can't find them when you need them. People, me can't find it. People, me can't find it. I don't know where it's at. But I'm going to find it for you and then work it. All right? So, people, you know, we're going to run leave you right there because I can't find the list. We can't find the list at all, at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. Where is it, man? Oh, my Lord. Can't find it, people. I can't find it. All right, you hear about a goalkeeper named Dan Clark? All them name them man that tell me, I said Dan Clark. Dan Clark. You know them say them man there great goalkeeper. I never know no Dan Clark. I never know them goalkeeper there. I can't find the list of people. So here's what we're going to do. Listen, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Yeah, remember, as usual, we ask you to hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed to the platform, please ensure that you do that. All right, so you can continue to support I Am Sure Sports as we continue to, you know, give you good quality sporting information. We also encourage you to support the other vloggers out there. We are not the only one. You understand me? There are many others, different way they do. Yeah, Arville Edwards was on the list. Different ways they do their program, and that is important. We all can't be the same. So support some of the other local content providers out there. You understand me? Show them some love. I am management. It's always my joy and my pleasure being with you. This has been a little while, 2 hours and heading into 30 minutes, and we are very grateful. Also wanted to know in closing that one of our reggae boys, he has just transferred to Ipswich Town. That is Greg Lee. So you expect him to be back in the fold, because maybe that's why he was absent from the last window. He was working on that contract, and so now the contract is signed and sealed. We expect to see him next time around. Yeah. So yep. So let's support the U20 team. Criticize them on their poor play, but don't be too disrespectful to the youngsters, right? Yeah, they're out there working hard. They weren't prepared properly because of the short preparation time, and some of that is not their fault. You understand me? But it is what it is. We need a draw, and we can make it through. So we're going to talk about some of the keeper things. So big up yourself, and all the persons in the comment section. Thank you for being a part of the show. It is my joy. It is my pleasure to always be with you. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and we are over, and we are out. No doubt. Bless up. Be safe. Add value to someone's life, and make life a better place for all of us.
Me say I am sure sports.
Yo, watch about dog. SK New heard this. The body out there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.